Hello Leo and welcome to my channel. This is Glamour Spell Tarot. Actually my moon is in Leo. Imagine how that is working with my Virgo sun. Let's not imagine better. Anyway, this is going to be your July 2020 love and relationships reading. Keep in mind that the energies can be vice versa or interchangeable. Also, please use common sense and take what resonates and leave the rest. I'm going to pick up a general energy card for your reading from the New Orleans Voodoo Tarot. And we are going to use other tarot decks and oracle decks during the reading, as we always do. So let's see what comes out. Dr. John. Stay with me and you'll find out more.
Beautiful Leos. Dr. John is the card that came out from the New Orleans Voodoo Tarot, and it would be the equivalent of the magician in the traditional tarot. So, as you can see here, the position of his hands are as above, so below, right? If the magician card is ruled by Mercury, he has in his hand the rod of communication. The communication here transforms into music. Music, the drums, are an essential element for the voodoo culture, for the voodoo rituals. It's a way of invoking the spirits, right? So he was a very popular figure in the early 1800s in New Orleans. Marie Laveau would dance to the beat of his drum music. So this card is a representative for creation, for truth, for being able to receive messages from spirits from the other world. He's one of the first Loas. It's the process of transformation of the individual into a Loa. Loa being a spirit, right? So we'll see what comes out with this. It's a card of manifestation. The word, first it was the word, right? Even for the Christian culture, for the Christian religions. Because voodoo is very much, rooted into, has elements of Christianity, actually. Has a lot of elements of Christianity. Dr. John, it's said to be a freed slave who had these tattoos on his face of snakes with blue and red. Very powerful figure. That was the original Dr. John. That has a very interesting story, and I totally suggest you guys read on it. But again, the fact that he is beating on that drum is a sign of, first it was the sound, first it was the word. This is how creation started. If you want to think about the initial moment of where everything started, think about the Big Bang. Why they call it like that? That's an interesting concept there. So, let me pick up a few oracle cards for you, Leo, from the You Plus Me oracle deck. This is a beautiful little thing that I bought last time I was in Abu Dhabi, and the messages are absolutely gorgeous love messages. So check this out. I'm not everything that you want, but I'm everything that you need. Maybe someone might be feeling that they are not good enough, There is a sense to that card, a feeling that someone is not good enough, maybe. Maybe someone is a little bit insecure. And this one, which is gorgeous. Time doesn't matter, love is forever. An element of divine timing, things happening, everything is happening in divine timing. Happens when it should happen, but if something is meant to be, is going to be meant to be no matter what. because the divine power, the divine will is more intense than the human ones, right? I'm going to use the Starman Tarot. The messages so far for the readings I have done were extremely powerful and beautiful in the same time. This is it brings a lot of inspiration. It's funny because I took out this card, but then I felt like taking out this one turn. So I'm going to read this one first. You have this Two of Swords. It has been a standstill. Someone has been on pause. Maybe someone has been blocked. Someone has been divided between contradictory goals, not knowing which way to go. You see, she's split into two. Not knowing what to choose. There is a black pearl here, gorgeous black pearl, and then again a snake. Snakes are symbol of enlightenment for a lot of different other cultures, a symbol of creation, a symbol of afterlife, for example, in the voodoo culture. So this is very interesting, but you see this individual here. She looks like an African American woman. She has the wolf. The wolf is a symbol of the lone wolf, right? Leader of the pack. Although wolves are very, they live in packs, right? But then when one of them gets old or gets sick, they move away from the pack and go to die alone. In the same way, I feel someone maybe through this period of isolation, through this period where we have all been blocked, didn't know what's going to happen, didn't know where things are going to go. On one side here is rain, on the other side is shine. But there is a black moon there. I'm not sure what that means at this point in time. Someone is trying to gain enlightenment. Someone is trying to figure out in which direction they should go, what they should do, what's good for them. Something is burning there in the background. There is an element of indecision. There is an element of being on pause. There is an element of waiting. And I felt the need to put it right next to this card. Time doesn't matter. Love is forever. So if this connection is meant to be, no matter what you had to wait or how much you had to wait, this is still going to happen. And there is an offer or a message of love coming your way. Maybe someone is going to tell you that they feel they are not good enough, but they want to be part of your life. And they are going to ask you to accept them. The Princess of Cups is a dreamer. The Princess of Cups is the airy side of water. You have a rainbow there. She has a cup with a rainbow. She's hoping for that. She's hoping that things are going to turn for the best. I'm looking at look at her hair. Seems like a tree waiting for the grass to grow, which is a slow process, you know. It has been a lot of waiting for this message. She has a ball and a chain attached to her foot there. It has been slow. Waiting for this invitation or waiting for this message of love to come has been a slow process. Maybe draining, but a lot of colors, an infusion of colors. I feel there is a lot of hope with this. Let's move on and see what else is going to come out here for you, Leo. The Queen of Cups. I think during this time of isolation, someone has been working to handle their emotions better. Someone has been learning to um, make the noise around shut up. You see, she didn't just turn that TV off. She broke it and she's sitting on it and she's like, I don't want to hear to this anymore. I want to listen to my intuition. I want to hear what my higher self has to say. And her gray hair here, because she doesn't look old, her face doesn't look old, but the gray hair here is a sense of, makes me feel as if she has gained enlightenment, she has gained wisdom, right? When you look at someone that has gray hair, you kind of assume that they have fought their battles, they have went through their own experiences, and they gain enlightenment. But she's sitting all pretty there. She has her heart chakra open. She has learned how to handle her emotions. This could be a tarot reader. This could be a psychic. This could be a medium. This could be someone that is very much in tune with the spiritual world. Because you see this little spirit coming out of this TV, then you have like this mythological type of being, has the face of a bird. I don't even know what bird that would be. Also, the body looks as if it has some tattoos on it, as if it's a bird, or a costume, as if it's a bird. There is music, there is hope, there is water. There might have been a lot of healing because someone has not been feeling good enough for the other person. I can totally feel there has been a time of pause, a time of reflection, a time of balancing, a time of healing, a time of understanding yourself better in order to come into union with a true soulmate. For me, the Lover's card in this deck is one of the most sensual cards that is. Maybe someone had multiple choices. Because remember this card here, I'm not everything that you want, but I'm everything that you need. Someone had to take their time, because the Lover's card is a card of choices, but these two individuals here in this card, they choose each other because they are meant to be. You see these two spirits up here that are bringing them together. They have met in a different life. They definitely met in a different life. And in each and every life, they are still choosing the same person. They are searching for each other. True soulmate, twin flames, however you guys want to call them. Someone that is meant to be. It's an amazing connection. It's a connection of creation. Look at all the honey, all the honeycomb, all the bees. But it also takes a lot of work. Because the bees work tirelessly to create the honeycomb, to create the honey itself. Takes a lot of effort. Takes a lot of effort. This is not something that, yes, it's something that just happens because it's meant to be. But sometimes coming together and being together takes work. Takes a lot of work. But this is a true connection. This is someone knowing what they want, who they want to be with. This is the one. This is your person. This is the one that you are meant to be with. You could be dealing with a water sign here, because I see a lot of water, or you might be dealing with a Gemini. In each and every life, you make the same choice. You choose the same person. I don't know if you guys believe in past lives or not, but you just know when you have met that person before. You just totally know. You just know when that person is meant for you. And then we have the Princess of Wands. This is the airy side of fire. This is a lot of passion here. This is a lot of creation. This is a lot of enlightenment. This is starting from ground up. This is figuring out what you want and in which direction you are going to go. This is a message. a passionate message coming towards you, because in general, princesses or pages are cards related to messages. I feel that there is a message that is going to take you out of this energy of the Two of Swords. There is a message that is going to make you know what you want to follow, how you want to follow, in which direction your life is going. In other decks, I would see in general the Page of Wands a little bit like a trickster, but not here. Not here. She's pure. She emanates this white light, and after that transforms into rainbows, in the rainbow color. See, all of these colors here are the colors of the rainbow, but there is a lot of energy. Source energy, because you have all of the DNA symbols here. Source energy, different layers of life, what's important. And out of that egg up there comes out a wand, the wand of manifestation, the wand of creation, as above, so below, which is exactly what I started with when I was talking about Dr. John. The rod of communication. Because again, pages or princesses in this deck are all about messages. I've just seen on the bottom of the deck the Princess of Pentacles, that's creating a new life. Temperance, yeah. Remember when I was telling you guys about healing and divine timing? Healing and divine timing. An individual who is gaining enlightenment. The Temperance card comes after death. Something had to end in order to let space for something new. And in general, when something ends, oh my God, Mercury retrograde, I can barely speak. There is a need for you to heal whatever was to be healed, and then transform, become better. Again, a sense of connecting to source energy, you see, connecting to your true self, connecting to your higher self, listening to the messages that you receive from beyond, gaining the strength, because the eye of a tiger is a symbol of strength. It's a crystal that you ground yourself with for strength. There has been healing and there has been waiting. But I feel you took this time of isolation, this time of being apart, this time of maybe being in separate corners of the world, to heal, to become better, to become a better being that comes into union. I always tell this, and I know I'm repeating myself, but I think this is an important message. When two people come together in union, and when they are meant to be, and the thing is meant to last for a lifetime, in general, the universe puts a stop to it until both individuals manage to heal, manage to be whole on their own, so they are able to appreciate more the relationship, in order to be able to appreciate a true connection where there is equal give and take. Because at the end of the day, it's not about, when you enter a relationship, right, both individuals have to be able to give in the same manner and take in the same manner. When one of them is not healed, the other one has to act like they're a nurse, they're a therapist, they're this, they're that, and puts a lot of strain on the relationship, puts a lot of strain on the other partner. So there might be times when there is a separation, when people are forced to be apart. So they reflect, they meditate, they gain the enlightenment that they need in order to heal. That's why it's divine timing. I think this concept of divine timing is one of the concepts that I'm not a particular fan of, because I want everything to happen now. It's tiring, it's boring when you have to wait. But when you have been hurt, when you have been when you have been betrayed, when you have to fight your own inner demons. Because this is a card of fighting your inner demons, from how I look at it. And a very special type of Ten of Swords here. You have to fight your shadow self. The good has to win. But you had to heal yourself after this betrayal. You had to heal all of those voices in your head that tell you this is not going to work, you are not good enough. Maybe someone had to understand that they are good enough for this relationship, they are worth it in order to be able to come into union. Because there are times when we think we are not good enough, and if at a subconscious level you genuinely think that, you are going to self-sabotage yourself in more ways than one. And you are going to self-sabotage the relationship, and then it has no chance. And that's why the universe at times puts us apart. Puts us apart to grow at an individual level. Growing through pain, that's a very true thing. I've been there, I've done that. I don't enjoy it. I don't particularly appreciate the process. But it's true, you definitely learn more through pain than through the moments of happiness. It's a fact. I didn't want to accept it for many, many years. But when you are down, when you hit rock bottom, there is no other place to go than up. Okay? There is no other place to go than up. Yeah, you can say no, you can dig an even deeper hole. Yeah, but at one point, fine, you do that for a while, and I've done it. But at one point, there is no other place to go but up. And you are ready to accept some things at a realistic level. You are ready to accept the true source of your soul, who you really are. You let go of all of the masks, and you are ready to fight your shadows. You are ready to fight your shadow self, and you are ready to become the best version of yourself. This is the twin flame journey at the end of the day. I don't know if you guys believe in twin flames, you believe in soulmates, whatever. Doesn't matter how you call it. Five of Pentacles, yeah. Someone had to get out of this mentality where they feel they are not good enough. Where they have been left out in the cold in the past, maybe where they have been abandoned in the past. They had to get out of this mentality. They had to build themselves up. They had to learn how to function. You see these two individuals here being next to a dumpster, being homeless, having nothing. But is their choice to stay behind this little fence when they have something so beautiful behind it? It could be like a luxuriant garden, a jungle full of opportunities. But if you are afraid to take the adventure through the jungle, if you are afraid to see what the opportunities are out there, you can just stay next to the dumpster and cry and say, my life sucks and I have no luck and I'm not good enough and I cannot make it. But it's all about taking the chance, taking the risk. Taking the risk. But these are elements that you had to heal. That's why either you put yourself on pause, or the world has put yourself on pause. And again, I see at the bottom of the deck the Princess of Pentacles. This is a card of growing. This is a card of birthing a new life. It's the second time I see that card there. There is news about something new that is growing. And healing this broken heart with the Three of Swords. Letting go of the masks. Maybe someone has lied to you in the past. Someone has disappointed you. Someone has left you out in the cold. And you have been, this could be a recent relationship, or this could be old wounds. It doesn't matter. They transform this individual into a monk type of side, of side. Maybe there are two different sides of truth. There are two different sides of life. There is a question mark there. Where should I go from here? How am I going to heal this broken heart? What's next? Letting go of masks. You see there is a little heart here on someone who doesn't necessarily look very emotional, but someone who has been wearing a false mask. Someone who betrayed you. You see the Pinocchio nose here? You have been through the healing process, Leo, and you have been doing a fabulous job. You have been putting in the work. You have been becoming whole again on your own. You have been letting go of not feeling good enough. And it was just a matter of time. But you needed this time to get out of this nightmares, to get out of this self-fulfilling prophecies. It's exactly what I have been telling you earlier. When we genuinely think we are not good enough, we are going to self-sabotage the relationship we are in. You look at this individual here, she sees, you have here some nightmarish type of like some horror movie type of characters that she sees, but they are not so threatening at the end of the day. But then you see this here. Well, if I would see it at night in my room, I would be scared. But you look at it in daylight, you don't know what it is exactly. It's more of a fear of the unknown, more of a fear of how things are going to be. This is more nightmares, our fears, and I don't remember in which of the readings I was explaining this, maybe Virgo, but I'm not sure. Anyway, most of our fears are never going to happen. Okay, we create several scenarios. Our brain is wired to keep us safe at any point. We create these different scenarios to keep us safe, right? And they transform into fears, and fear puts a stop to our development. Doesn't let us move forward. Okay? But in the same time, these fears, they never take a material form in real life. Most of the times, all of the scenarios we have created are just scenarios, nothing more. But beautiful Leo, once you have been through all of this process, you are promised a beautiful new beginning, a beautiful new life, that one day looks as if it's in a womb. The miracle of creation is about to happen. This new partner, this partner, I feel you have met them, and if you didn't meet them, you are about to meet them. They are going to come with a very passionate offer, and there is a time for a new beginning for you. There is a time for a new beginning. There is a time for something extremely beautiful to happen in your life, Leo. You deserve it. You are worth it. You are worth happiness. Happiness is a birthright. And you have this new beginning that I have been talking about because I felt it. Look at this individual here. He has the sun. This is the full card. In this deck, it's called the Sacred Clown. He has the energy of a child, of a toddler. He discovers life each and every day with amazement. There are traps along the way, that's for sure. But he's not afraid. He's ready. He doesn't have shoes, but he's ready to tiptoe around those traps and create his own destiny. He has the sun. He has optimism. He has vision. He has absolute happiness. And you see he's shooting fire from his fingers. He has gained enlightenment. He's surrounded by this pure white light. A new day, the first day from the rest of your life. One more card for you, Leo, and then we are going to close this reading. The Three of Cups. There is going to be celebration. There is going to be happiness. Again, this yellow light, the sun. There is going to be a reunion with a true soulmate, with a twin flame. You are gaining this. You are getting there, and you are going to be very happy. Get ready, Leo, to enjoy this happiness, this reunion. You are finally coming together with the person that you are meant to be. This is all I had for you, Leo, for July 2020. Please drop me a comment below and let me know how you have resonated with this. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I would be very grateful for that. I know it has been tough, Leo. I know. I can feel it. I can feel it through all of this reading. But the sun is shining once more. You have done the work, and the divine has seen that. Now is your time to bloom. Like that Ace of Wands. It's your time to create a new life, and it's going to be extremely beautiful. A very beautiful life. You'll look back and you will think, yes, it was truly worth waiting for this. Love and light.